name's Jinjin, I'm a singer-songwriter. Recently I've been writing and working on lots of different things. I've been doing lots of stuff with Jonas Blue, Sigala, I've been doing Jessica's second album, I've been doing Jax Jones, Ray, lots of different things. I think it's like a feeling that you get. There's a good song if you've ticked off all the check boxes. So then there's like a basic structure to a song, and then you follow that, and that's guidelines. But then the rest of it comes from if the concept's amazing, if the story's amazing, if the melodies give you a certain feeling, and if the lyrics puts across a certain message. If all of those parts like add up, then I think that's when you know that it's a good song. The standard song structure, obviously it varies song to song, but basically, you usually start off with a verse, and then you might have like a pre, which is like the link between the verse and the chorus, or the hook, some people call it. And then you go into a second verse after the hook, and then the pre again, and then another hook. And then sometimes you have like a breakdown section or a middle eight section that takes you away from the original melody, and then you go back into maybe a double chorus at the end. But that can vary as well. Some people have like a section to the chorus, and then you go and do like a post hook, which is like a chanty bit, like a owe, 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 or whatever. Some people do that, or some people just have one chorus and then go back into the second verse. There isn't actually one strict way, there isn't one set way to do that. And I think it's best to be open. Lots of different people have different ways of working. Some people like to write to a backing track first. Some people, as an artist or a writer, go into a session and they already have like a lyric idea. And so they might be like, hey, I was just like on the tube and somebody was just sat next to me and they said, move up please, you're in my way. And that really inspired me to write a song with those lyrics or something. It could be something as easy as that, and then you go in and you tell the other writers or the producer, oh, I've got this idea and I want it to be like, move up, you're in my way, sort of thing. So it comes from different places. Or sometimes you're in with a musician and they're like playing, they may have a chord structure and you're like, oh, they're nice chords, and then that might inspire you to write a song. So it's different ways. There isn't one set way of starting a song, but I think it's good to be open and just be like, try different things and find out what works best for you. Even if you're just like a top line writer who just does the lyrics and the top line melody, you don't actually produce. I always think that it's important for you to be able to have some sort of home setup that you can record your own ideas down on, even if it's not the final idea in the final recording. It doesn't have to be like a recording studio quality, but if you've got like maybe an interface, a microphone, you can get these like broadcast microphones, the SM7Bs that like Michael Jackson's like recorded, I think, like Off the Wall album on it, and it's literally a microphone that you can have in the room but you can still play the music. You can have something like that that's not too expensive compared to some of the studio mics. And then a laptop, the laptops now come with standard software, they come with like GarageBand, but then you might be able to get like Logic or other music software. Then if you've got your own setup, then you can always record and put down your ideas, and I think that is like crucial. I think you need to be able to be self-sufficient, and be able to put your ideas down. I think if you're a writer, artist, and you want to evolve and take your music to the next level, I think it's about utilising the people around you and asking as many questions and networking and working with other producers and other writers and collaborating. I think that's the best way. You don't have to just do everything on your own. I think collaboration is kind of like the key as well. You don't always have to work with like established people. It might be a neighbour or somebody you've met doing your other job or whatever. Networking is the way. It's about reaching out to different musicians and asking questions like, how did you do it? Or where did you get your music recorded? Or who did you write that with? And can you put me in touch? It's all about networking and asking questions. And that's the only way really to get your music out there and to the next level. Writer's block. So if and when you get it, Yeah, everybody pretty much goes through writer's block. But to take you out of it, it's really good to go out and do stuff, find stuff to write about. It's so important to go out and socialise with other people who aren't just musicians. Do other things. You know what I mean? Talk to your family, talk to your best friends about their breakups and stuff. Like I'm like a sucker for doing that. Sometimes my friends will be like, oh yeah, and he said this to me, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, that's such a good lyric. And I literally write down everything, like notes. Like I have notes in my phone, and I just write down everything. If I get an idea, then I'll use the voice notes in my phone. I could be anywhere. I could be on the tube, walking down the street, and then sometimes you look a bit crazy when you're doing it, when you're just singing into your phone. So I pretend that I'm on a phone call, so I put the phone to my head, and I'm like, everybody can do that. Yeah. It's so important to always have that to hand. Like if you see like a lyric, you might see like a poster, you might be reading a newspaper, you might be reading a blog. I like poetry books, and then sometimes like you'll get lyrics from things like that, or ideas that spur on other lyrics. Always write down and record every idea, however crazy and how random it seems. Always be open to work with new people and different ways of working. Don't be shy to approach people and ask them to jam or do sessions or let's get together. Don't dismiss people who are from like a different genre as well. Don't always think because somebody's done a certain style that they can't do your style as well. I think if you want to be a songwriter and make it a career, I think you just have to work so hard and just keep going. And even if you just get one song or one collaboration put away, you just have to keep working extra hard. All the contacts that you make, like value them as well. It sounds preachy, but always be respectful for other musicians. There is a process and there is a talent into every type of music, you know, not just the music that you think's cool. And I think reputation as well, the way that you hold yourself and conduct yourself in sessions, like take it serious like as a job and practice every day. Like if you want to make it a job and you want to call yourself an artist or a songwriter, you have to be doing it every day. Like you can't just be like, oh yeah, just on the weekend. It's a job. You need to get better and better at your craft, but you need to do it every day. If you're going to call yourself an artist, you need to be an artist as well.